Absolutely. Joining us now is Republican U.S. Representative from Arkansas's 4th Congressional District, Bruce Westerman. Bruce, first of all, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hey, Marissa and Chris. Good morning from our nation's capital. It's good to be with you.
So first of all, what was your biggest takeaway from President Obama's State of the Union address last night?
Well, as I sat and listened to the president's address, the words sounded good, but as I reflected on his actions of the past years that he served as president, it seemed a little bit empty to me. You know, he talked about things that ring true with the American people, but if you look at his actions on those issues, I think it leaves a lot to be desired. He talked about national security, and you know, I'm not sure if he's seeing the same things that the American citizens are seeing, but I believe about 2/3 of America feel like he's not doing as good a job as he should be doing on national security. He talked about separation of powers and talked about working with Congress. You know, that's just after he had issued some more executive orders. You know, the words were a little bit hollow to me when I compare his actions to what he had to say in the address.
Representative Westerman, good morning to you. I know the president emphasized the need to bridge the gap with Democrats and Republicans. So as a Republican, what will you do to reach across the aisle with those Democrats?
Yeah, I think people would be surprised to see how much of the gap is bridged in Congress between Democrats and Republicans. I think the gap is between Congress and the executive office, and he needs to work more on working with Congress. Congress can work together, and we can put together bipartisan legislation. We've sent bipartisan bills to his desk. We've passed bipartisan bills out of the House. And the president's first response to that is usually, you know, he's going to veto it. So, again, he talked a lot, said some things that sounded good, but when you compare his actions to his words, they don't always jive.
Now, South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, she gave the GOP a response, and she did say, you know, Republicans are partially to blame. She said we kind of have to own that truth. What did you think about her response overall for the GOP?
I think she's a good spokesperson for the GOP, and I didn't see the entirety of her response, but the parts of it I saw. I think she presented herself very well, and I think she's got a good record there in South Carolina.
All right, Representative Bruce Westerman, he represents the Arkansas's 4th Congressional District, joining us this morning on KNWA Today. Representative, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
All right.